Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Ah. Voice not working. And I'm live. Oh, good. Well, I'm live. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. There it is. Thing done. Oops. Oops. Oh, goodness. All right, I am here. I'm live. Okay, so bit of a different one today. I need help. I need help with a picture that I'm doing for somebody. I've kind of got some of the bits sorted, but what I need help is with framing of this one part of this picture, of this one part of this layout. And it's not super urgent. It's not like something that's desperately needed or anything, but it's something that I would love some input on, because I've got no idea. I just have no idea. So I've done, so far what I've done is basically, I don't want to obscure the picture. That's the problem. That is the main problem. I've got one picture where the subject is not obscured, and then the next picture he's obscured greatly. He will be, he's very big, and he will probably not be obscured, but I don't know. It kind of depends on exactly how I do it, and I want help. I want some help with this, but yeah. That doesn't look like right. The way that I've spelt framing is, it looks a bit wrong. But yeah. Excuse me. Hello. So nobody's here yet. Nobody's in the chat room or anything yet, which is fine. I'm also waiting for Cubs Out Loud stream, but the Cubs Out Loud stream, as you know, is always a little bit. Let me just quickly double check this. My keyboard is nearly knocked over. 3D. Come on, Cubs Out Loud. Yeah, I don't know if they're taking a break or what. But yeah, Cubs Out Loud. Anywho. Well, this is embarrassing and a little bit weird. Nobody's here. Should I be worried? I don't know. If anybody's on Discord that is watching this and I'm actually just not seeing it, and stuff, let me know if like the chat's broken or something, because like I said, I'm not seeing anything on my end. The live chat is blank. It says there's only one person watching. This all might be factual and true. It's just that, like I said, this has happened twice before in the past. So if it's happening again, then I'd need to know about it. But yeah. So just yell at me in Discord or something. I'm looking at Discord right now. I could just refresh. I'm just going to refresh. It's probably the case that nobody's watching, which is again fine. I'm not looking for the pity vote here, guys. I'm literally just double checking. Because like I said, this has happened in the past before. Oh well. How long have I been streaming for? 6 minutes. It's not that long, technically, I guess. Ah. I'll tell you guys what I did today, but basically it's kind of pointless on account of I need, I need to do that later tonight when I do the LiveTUBBS weekly roundup, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Come on, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this picture, this one picture. So I'm just going to talk about the picture. I would show you guys, but I'm not entirely sure if you'll be able to see it, especially if you're watching this on playback. Excuse me. But yeah, the picture is of a construction worker, and again, this is a grommer. This is kind of a grommer trade, an upcoming grommer trade that I've got going on. The picture is a construction worker and his manager or whatever, and basically he's been giving him extra lunches, and he gains weight. It's a grommer trade, that's what happens. So basically I've got the first picture is of him kind of muscly but with a belly, and the second picture is him very, very puffy and with pie in his mouth and kind of not wanting to eat anymore. They made that very clear. He has to be kind of semi-panicked that he's getting more food put in him or given to him. So yeah. A couple of baselines to this picture is that it's basically based on my construction gear and my construction outfits and stuff, because it's based on a couple of pictures of mine, and it's got to, yeah. So I've got the first one and the second picture. I've got 2 panels done so far. I do want to include somewhere in this picture, but I don't know where yet. A close-up of his face. I want to include a close-up of his face somewhere in the picture, but I'm not entirely sure. Hey, Jeffers. Hope you have so many snuggles. How are you feeling? I'm okay. However, I've had this annoying tickle at the back of my throat. It's not doing anything, but it's just irritating as crap. But apart from that, I'm actually feeling okay. I'm not feeling that congested at all. Literally just got this weird tickle, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm almost over whatever, you know, cold remnant or whatever it's called is over, you know. But yeah. But no, Jeff, I just wanted some advice on a picture that I'm doing for somebody. I want to I need some ideas, basically. But yeah, how are you, by the way? I do want to ask that, but I kind of want to get this out of the way before I start anything else. Just because it's bugging me, and I want to go have my dinner and not have to think about this. So yeah. But yeah, there's an upcoming art trade with a friend on Groma, and basically I'm doing the layout for his picture now. I'm also doing some of the detail. I've done a lot of the detail for the first part, but not the second one. And basically, I want to include that it basically involves a construction worker being fed extra. It's a Groma trade, so it's going to be gaming related, or at least food related. Yeah, it's so basically over the course of a few months or on this job that this construction these 2 characters come from. They basically the manager guy is trying to fatten up the construction worker, and it was fine until basically it's starting to get a little bit worried about it, and the construction worker doesn't want to eat anymore because he's way too big. That's basically the overall story of it and stuff like that. And I have got I've got 2 frames done, and I've got one with the manager is in the background. You can't really see him because the construction worker is in front of him. However, I don't know what to do with the second picture, which is again, I kind of want him to feed him, or at least try to feed him, but I don't know where to put him in that picture. You know what I mean? I don't know where to put him in the second part of the picture. I'm just going to show you quickly. I don't know if that will, if this will work because it's all in pencil. So yeah, we've got the first picture here. Let me just see if I can see it. Yep, I can. The first picture here, and he's kind of in the background. You can't really see him very well. But then you got the second picture. And again, this is just layout, so there's no detail added to this at all yet. So I don't know where to put him. Do I put him in the foreground? You know, just in front of him, kind of pushing that piece of pie into his mouth? Or do I not obscure him completely at all and put him in the background where he's got another piece of pie in his hand? You know, kind of like trying to reach over him. Or what? I don't know exactly what to do with the feeder. So, yeah. That's what I need help with. I need some kind of advice with this, you know. Because I've tried to think of how it would go, and I've got my brain is drawing a blank. He could be force feeding him the pie, so he could be in the foreground. The thing is that, do you think that will block a lot of him? Is the problem? I mean, there's a lot of him, but do you think that'll block a lot of him? Maybe he's on the ground. Maybe he's laying on the ground, and this is kind of a bird's eye view of him, and he's pushing Pi into him while he's on top of him. Maybe. You know, it could go so many ways. That's the problem with this. I could do it so many ways, but I just don't know which one to go. So yeah. I'm glad your cold is on its way out too. My cold is on its way. Yeah, that's what I read. I'm glad your cold is on its way out too. I do care, honestly. Like I said, I'm just trying to get this out of the way so that I can figure this out. I could go with a disembodied hand. You know, imply that there's somebody in front of him, but basically don't draw them so that you can still see him. I don't know. Like I said, it could just be in front of him. I don't know. I'm feeling better. However, I got a weird throat tickle thing, like that. Yeah, but I am feeling better. So I should put him in front of. I don't want to draw it and then it looks stupid. That's the problem. And I haven't got like a build in mind for the worker. Plus, I'd have to draw his back. I do like the disembodied hand, kind of just like poking. I'll give it a quick sketch. I'll give it a quick sketch, and then I'll drop it for now, and I'll do the rest of it tonight. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Well, it can look stupid. That's the worst that can happen. It can look dumb. Hopefully, it's not going to look dumb. Okay. I'm gonna draw this is actually good. I get to draw the pie box as well. So yeah. just because in case you can't tell it's a pie, it basically it comes from a pie box. Yeah, okay, so I've got like, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Again, it's just layout. I haven't done any of the detail on it yet, but he's kind of pushing the pie into his mouth and holding the pie box. That's going to be empty, and I'll do that when I do the details. And then, yeah. Okay. Anyway. So Jeff, how have you been? I'm sorry that I didn't basically like that I wanted to get that out of the way fast because yeah. I think I'm gonna have a shower as well. Another one tonight. I've got some irritated skin under my arm, which is fun. What's for dinner, Tubbs? I think fish cakes. I'm not entirely sure. It's a Sunday, so we normally order in, but I don't think we're going to do that because, well, we both can't afford it. Absolutely right now. But that's okay. But it's okay. Yeah. Why is this on my desk still? Oh, I didn't write down the shit. My notepad was still on my desk, and I was like, why? So yeah, I don't know what to say now. I will be doing the LiveTUBBSart weekly thing like tonight, so that's something. My computer didn't crash. I left it on while it was doing the uploads, and I got when I got back into my office, which I completely forgot that I did that. So they were waiting for me to upload to hit the publish button. So now they're up. Those couple of videos are up. So it's the eating pudding one and the yeah. So that's good. Later on tonight will be LiveTUBBSart weekly. So yeah, we'll have a good hangout session then, and hopefully this will be done as well. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm glad my computer's acted right too. However, I am going to shut it down while I go have my dinner. Excuse me. So after I'm done with this live stream, I will turn it off and going to go have my dinner, have a shower, and yeah. And it won't be all explodey by the time I get back, hopefully. That was so weird. This thing, yeah. Should I vote now, Tubbs, or the next stream? You can do either. You can do either. It's up to you. I have the book handy in case you do. And if you want to hear the the polls, then I've got two. Go, yeah. I can read them off now. You know, I'm going to read them off now, just in case you do want to vote. If anybody does want to vote, I'm going to vote. I'm going to read them off now. You can vote for Advice Week, Funnel Week, Balloon Week, Furry Week, Feet Week, Live Week, Bloating Week, Art Week, Padding Week, Guest Week, or Glutting Week. So yeah. So Jeffrey, did you hear that, or do you need me to read it out again? If you need me to read it out again, just say so. I've got my pen ready. Yeah. By the way, somebody has, well, a couple of people have suggested an interest in ASMR videos and stuff. They want to hear me chewing and eating, and it's like and videos where I basically eat in front of the camera. The problem with ASMR stuff is basically that it requires specialist equipment. Rarely, you know, I have no ability to turn the sensitivity up on my microphone any more than it is turned up. It's all on automatic on my computer. So basically, you know, I can't do them, and also I don't know what to film. So yeah. So again, it's much like the Vor video. It's basically, unless somebody tells me exactly specifically what they'd like to see, then I'm not going to do it. And generally, by the way, the recording myself eat is a bit of a pain in the ass. But I have done it. I have made a couple of videos, and you can see them on LiveTUBBSart, of me eating or drinking stuff. So yeah. But it, like I said, it's a pain in the ass. Whenever I eat or drink something, you know, whenever I'm at a meal, I'm usually basically either focused on the meal, or basically I'm watching TV, or I'm talking to Damon, or you know, I'm doing other things while I'm having that meal. And you know, just having the meal, sitting in front of the camera and just having a meal is incredibly boring and tedious, especially if it's something large that somebody wants me to eat. It's so boring. So yeah, I might just have to invest in headphones or something and just watch something. I don't know. But I mean, it's like I'm only ever doing those if somebody pays me to do them. So yeah. I'm just putting that out there in case anybody is wondering why basically I haven't done a couple of requests by people who just wants to see me eat and stuff like that. And by the way, I'm not talking to Seafern specifically, even though she has left a comment requesting that I eat something ASMR style for her. Because I would totally do that. I just don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. But if you do want to see me eat something, then like just let me know what. And I would totally do that for you. Because as far as I'm concerned, you've paid tenfold for any video that you want. So yeah. What was that, computer? Nothing. Thanks, computer. You're leaving me. Right, Jeffrey, you want to hear the weekly topics again? Okay, so listen up. You can vote for Advice Week, Funnel Week, Balloon Week, Furry Week, Feet Week, Live Week, Bloating Week, Art Week, Padding Week, Guest Week, or Glutton Week. So that's Advice Week, Funnel Week, Balloon Week, Furry Week, Feet Week, Live Week, Bloating Week, Art Week, Padding Week, Guest Week, or Glutton Week. So if you want me to read them out again, just let me know. But I have read them out, so you can. It's just me and you. It's just me and you, Jeff. So basically, I don't mind reading out stuff again for you if you want me to. got it. I still have done inflation week video or cigar week video. I was going to do them both together, but it depends. I'm really looking forward to my my part of the trade for this the guy that's trading with me on Groma. He is an awesome artist who has done many things. He's done a few things for Willie Bear, so he's really good. I'm terrible with names, but it's low. Yeah. Lokitu. He used to have a Tumblr page, but now he doesn't because Tumblr. So yeah. He does very good stuff. So I'm working. You know, I basically I said to him if he wants me to draw anything for him or trade or anything, then that would be great. And basically he said, I've never done a trade before, but I'd be open to it. So I was like, yes. So this is part of his trade. I want to get it perfect for him. And I'm really looking forward to whatever he comes up with for my picture as well. So. The problem is that basically, like, and it's, I know it's very, is it, God damn it, objective and subjective. Objective is when you basically, when, I keep fucking up these terms. I've used them incorrectly in the past. I do apologize. But I used to know the difference between objective and subjective. And if anybody can help me with that, that would be great. But it's subjective. I know it's subjective, but his work is so much better than mine. I'm just flattered that he wants something from me, you know. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to like whatever, like I said, whatever he comes up with. I'm super excited for it. The guy who paid for that the last thing I drew, the bloated human commission on Groma, has paid me but hasn't said anything. Yeah. I know it's objective. It's it's subjective. Subjective is the you know the subject opinion, isn't it? So it's subjective. Objective is everyone's opinion, right? Ugh, I don't know. It's hard to believe it's a new year. You know, this week has gone by weirdly. It's a new year. What the fuck? I hope he will at least acknowledge your work, Tubbs, but I'm glad he has paid you already. Well, his payment might be the acknowledgement. I don't know. I don't know. Some people are weird. I just, you know, that's the whole reason why I draw things for people. It's not because of the money. The money helps, but it's not because of the money. It's because, you know, I like to hear that they have liked my pictures, that they like it at least, you know. Yeah. A satisfied customer, you know. I'd like to at least think that I've got a satisfied customer. I really hate. That's why I didn't like that other guy. That's why I don't do any art for the other guy. Because basically, do you remember whenever basically I did a picture for him, he would always instantly be like, "Yeah, that's great. Okay, could you draw this now for me?" And I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. You know that it's great. It wasn't. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was actually appreciated. I stopped doing trades, and I stopped doing, unless he paid me to do something. I'm not going to do anything for him. So yeah. You seem to have a mystery viewer. The watch counter keeps going from 2 to 3. But, hello, mystery viewer. Wonder what that's about. Exactly, Jeff. Because, you know, even if I don't feel like I've done a good job with a picture, it's still a time investment. You know, I've still invested my time to draw this thing. So I do expect somebody to say that it's at least good. You know, that it doesn't suck. And although he usually did say that's great or whatever, there were times when he basically didn't say anything. He just said, "Okay, could you draw this now for me?" and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I've got other things to do. If I'm not going to get anything out of this, then I'm basically gonna not. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Oh, I know. I wasn't saying that he was being super selfish. I just meant that basically, like, he might have loved the pictures to death. He might have. I don't know. Just, I didn't get that feeling a lot. So yeah. Plus, he'd always want me to draw things that were already like characters. He didn't have any original characters of his own. It was always like Steven Universe characters or um, people from obscure TV shows and stuff like that. And it was like, I don't know. It wasn't like the other guy who basically just straight up wanted me to rip off another character, and then he put it on his own for Affinity account with a complete different bio and everything, as if it was his character. And it was like, that was bullshit. When I thought he just wanted me to do a, I told him that would be bullshit if he did that, and he did it anyway. And then basically, I told Tanio who the character's based off of, and then basically that was that. I would love a picture from Tanio. I'm still really just. I don't know. I might actually like get him to commission me something. I'm not entirely sure yet. It's just that I don't have the money. It depends. It depends how reasonable his prices are. But he does such good work. Right. Hey, FMF. That's funny. I was just about to, yeah. I was thinking about leaving, but I'm not entirely sure yet. How you doing, dude? Yeah, speaking of Tanio, FMF has got some artwork. Did you commission Tanio, or did you basically enter like an auction or something? Because, like I said, I'm a bit jelly, bit jelly that you got Tanio to do some work for you and stuff. Hmm. From the guys that basically do commissions and stuff, I've never had anybody. I did commission him for a few pieces, and for some I was part of the group. Oh, damn it, dude! I'm still a bit jelly. I really like his stuff. His stuff is usually good, especially his Chef Wolfie character. Chef Wolfie character. I can't remember what he's called. But he is potentially one of my favorite characters on Fur Affinity. He's just like yeah. It's just so weird. It's like when I get into very dom mode, I kind of he perfectly matches that kind of feeling that I get, But yeah, it's just. I think that's what it is. Like there's so much of me in that fucking character. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've never had the experience of basically having one of my characters drawn by, what I would consider a professional artist on Fur Affinity. Um, I have had like a couple of fan pieces done, and I've done a trade with Jerome Dynasty, and is it Sonic? I can't remember who it was that did my dog. And they're very good and just very very nice to talk to and stuff. And yeah, I do appreciate those, but I've never seen one of my characters in a well known Fur Affinity artist kind of. I've never, yeah. And it's a shame because like I would love that, but I can't afford it. Because I will admit that I haven't been completely selfless when I drew Tenio's picture. It wasn't just because somebody asked me. I was doing I was I was doing it because I really like the character, and also because I was like I kind of like the idea that if I gift him something, then maybe he might be inclined to make the character of one of my characters or something. I don't know. So yeah. But like I said, that was just a very, very tiny motivation as well. So, yeah. Sort of selfish reasons, but not totally selfish reasons. Hey, Jeff, it's okay. I don't expect you to be on here all the time. If you have to go somewhere or do something, I totally understand it. If you want if you want one for cheap, yeah. Do I know iWater? Why do I know iWater? So I'm just checking Cubs Out Loud to see if they're streaming. Because they sometimes stream. Oh, they are streaming, but they're not streaming a Cubs Out Loud episode. They're streaming Jersey Justice, Cubs Out Loud Drag Race. Yeah, I'm just not into the Drag Race. Yeah, I know that name. You've got me thinking now. Yeah, I am watching him. Of course he did. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few. A few of these are my favorites. They did do very, very blobby characters, but you know, sometimes that's just it's a cute thing, you know. It's nice. I saw. Yeah. Hmm. $20 is still not cheap, but yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll have a think about it. I'm very poor, you know that, right? I don't have any I don't have any disposable income. I basically, yeah, I've done a bunch of commissions recently and could been paid for them, and that money is going towards my holiday, my vacation, and potentially the sci-fi convention as well. So yeah, so it's a bit of a hmm. I have to think about it. I have to think about it. It's just that I'm never really like in the loop when it comes to like people who are doing like group things or auctions or anything like that. I basically check my Fur Affinity subscriptions and stuff, um, like once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky. And basically, you know, I see that all the time. I see, you know, your character here auction or whatever, or commissions open, and I'm like, ooh, and then they're usually closed or the your character here thing has been done already, and it's like, oh fuck, you know. So yeah, such a bummer. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat foods. I'll be back to do the LiveTubs weekly thing. So that's the poll on Discord and also just here if anybody wants to vote and stuff. I'll be back tonight, and I'll be doing the tallying up, and we'll figure out exactly what this week's going to be. I still haven't recorded the inflation video or the cigar video. But like I said, I kind of need to be in the right mood and not sick to do that, and I'm not kind of, and I'm not well. I'm just getting over a cold. I seem to be almost fully better, by the way. Just general update. I already said this to Jeffrey, but general update. I seem to be almost all the way better, except for I've got like a random tickle at the back of my throat, and yeah, my sleep cycle is a little bit out of whack. But you know what you can do. Okay. All right. Enjoy food. I will enjoy food. Enjoy food, subscribe, hugs, and many snuggles. Well, guys, belly whoops and stretch pattern and belly salute. And I'll see you guys in a few hours' time. Hopefully. Toodles for now.